Hello, everybody. How's it going? I figured out how to make my stream show yellow, and so I decided to go all the way in. Just go hard commit to yellow today. This is what we're doing. Oh, hang on. My yellow hat. It's not actually a yellow hat, but it has yellow on the hat. Hey there, President Not Sure. How are you doing? I have yellow all the things today. That's what we're going for. Anyway, how's it going? We're back from the weekend, and I did not get anything done with well, that's not true. I didn't get a lot of what I wanted done with Bark over the weekend. By the way, it has a new name. I'm not gonna tell you it yet, but it has a new name. It has a new name in my head. It doesn't have a new name in the code base. We're gonna work on building this app, and what was I saying? Sorry, I didn't get as much done with it as I would like to have gotten done this weekend. That was what I was saying. So yeah, I had to rearrange the schedule a little bit more. I didn't do too much. I just kind of shoved some stuff around. But yeah, we need to work on geofencing. We were a little bit behind on geofencing. We're now moving forward on it. I did finish up the edit barcode UI. Don't have it quite hooked up the way that I want it to, but it's there. It's physically there. You do like scan a barcode and then like it shows up on the homepage, and then you get to go back and rename it. It sucks, but that's a thing that we can fix over time. That is something that we're gonna do. I did get the first beta submitted to test flight, so Apple has to approve that. But then once we have that, I say beta, it is very early alpha, but I will be posting it over in the Discord. That Discord. And yeah, that'll be a place where people can go check out the app if they want to. Don't have high expectations for it yet, but it'll be there. Anyway, what are we working on today? We're going to work on the geofencing UI. And this is going to be a fun thing to do on stream. I just realized, because you know what? We don't actually have to support current location. Oh my God. Are you guys really starting already? Get the hell out of here. I've been streaming for 12 minutes. What is wrong with you? Exactly. Anyway, yeah, I don't think we need to deal with current location. We can use just geocoding and stuff and search for publicly known places. So I don't have to do this in a way that's going to share my location on stream any more accurately than I've already done so. Anyway, I did get a little bit of let's call it design inspiration done over the weekend for this page. Oh yeah, I had to put out the icon. This is not the final icon anymore since the app is no longer named Bark. But I needed to have an icon in order to submit the test flight betas, so that's there. We're gonna close that. I started working on the location picker over here. You'll note that what I did is I just took a screenshot of Fantastical and I stuck it on there. This is our inspiration. It's actually this. Here we go. This is a little bit better. But yeah, I think this is really what we're going to do is we're going to go create a UI that looks a lot like Fantasticals. What I'm looking for. Anywho, let's get back into it. We gotta go build that page. We gotta start with building a module. So President Not Sure said something earlier and I missed it. Happy day. You managed to get your view controllers sizing correctly when you manipulate the nav stack with set view controllers. Nice. I remember you having problems with that before. It's good to hear that you've made progress on it. This is not the right page. Bar. Details. This page. Unfortunately, one of the things that I had to do in order to get the test flight up was I did have to like officially kill the iPad version. Sucks. but we are not going to have time to do that before the app has to launch. So bummer. What are we doing? This is location editor. The view.bounds was not getting set or not set at the right time. If you're doing set view controllers, why would you need to set the view bounds? I'm not sure what would be happening there. We can get rid of. It does, in fact, use the Swift version. What all do we need here? We don't need barcodes. We don't need barcode edit or view. We probably need error handling. Everything needs error handling. Let's start with this. There's a lot of shenanigans going on in the view controller classes. Okay. Fair enough. Is that all I need? Might be all I need. Let's find out. Whoa. Oh yeah, we need to create the folders. That would help. Command Control N? No? Not Command Control N? Command Option N. There we go. Location editor. Sources. I didn't add tests yet, so I think sources is all we need. New file. Oh. We're in Xcode 14. 15. Either or. Neither of those is a good idea. Go back to good old Xcode 16. And then we're gonna need to fix that over here as well. Codes select Dino Beta 4. Password. This is not going to work. Now I'm even more screwed up because I forgot to finish editing this file. Location editor sources. Location editor dot Swift. Now we should be able to create it. Nope. Oh, we said that we have resources. Okay, sure. Resources localizable dot strings. Should create that. All right. Did that automatically give us some derived strings files? Yes. No. Yes. Yes, but then no, but then also yes. Okay. We need our location editor down here. All right, let's start building this out. Let's switch over to the module. And, oh no, we just go copy the file. What's one of the files I created today? That was, no, we don't care. We're just gonna copy this part and then change the date. Today's date, the 19th. Hello there, Ordinary Industries. How are you doing? No, why are you building for device? No. Doing pretty good. Trying to build out a new UI here. Right now it's just going to say hello world, but we need to make sure that it's ready for us to actually mess with stuff. There we go. Look at that. Okay. I think the other thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to display this in a navigation stack so that we can check out all of our navigation buttons and whatnot. But if we say navigation title, oh, look at that. Not at all what we want, but it's okay. All right. So what do we need to put in here? We need to say, where's our design? Okay. We're going to get to play with the searchable modifier, which I have not done yet. So that's going to be an interesting one. We're going to need to do a searchable modifier. That searchable modifier is going to need to reach out to Apple's reverse geocoder, which allows us to say, okay, given a address, give me some points. Actually, searchable is pretty straightforward. Okay, that's good. I was gonna say, I don't know that reverse geocoder will do the like. Given an address, it'll do that. But what I'm curious about is like, how do I get place names in the first place? This is not something I considered. Apart from when geocoding, as it relies on a delegate. We'll find out. I think I'm going to try building it out without the geocoder. Without the geocoder and just like hard code some of this stuff for a minute. And then we'll add in the geocoding and see what we get there. But yeah, I am going to need to know with the geocoder, how do I get like these locations? Because I know I can pass in an address, but if I don't have an address to begin with, what am I even doing? Geocode completion handler. This sounds pretty good. No, that's not right at all. Bummer. I was hoping it was going to like auto-complete some code. What is in here? We may need to do some research. I can do a CL place mark, but I can't. I don't know if I can search for places on the place mark. This is the question. Okay. We're going to need to do a little bit more investigation there. But let's build out the rest of the UI before we get to that point. So what we're going to have, we're going to have our cancel and done buttons. I'm not entirely sure that that's true. We may do a cancel and done. We may not. I'm not sure. We'll come back to that. What did we do with our barcode edit view? We gave it a result action. Let's just kind of grab some of this stuff. Result action, kept our result action. Then we needed some values. And then we had a finished result action. We don't need to pass anything. Well, we might need to pass the existing location into there, which means we will need some kind of location object, but that'll be something to deal with in a minute. But let's definitely at least bring in this action. Oops. And this would be, well, here's our location here, but let's just go ahead and say it's a string for now. Hey, thank you for the follow, Ordinary Industries, and for the reminder that my sound is screwed up. Let's fix that part too. Okay. So we're going to take in this result action so that when we are done and we hit our done button, we can say whether or not we've done something. Do I have raids enabled? I do have raids enabled. All right, so we got that. Let's try throwing in this searchable modifier, right? So we have a binding to a string. We can optionally give it a placement and a prompt. You'd be surprised how many in the category have them all. That explains a lot when I am trying to find people to raid. It often seems like there's slim pickings. I always figured it was like the amount of, or the like time of day that I was normally signing off, that it's pretty late in the US. So it's harder to find people, but it could also just be that nobody's around ever. All right, well, there's our searchable modifier. And I guess all we would do is we would just do something based on that on change. We would almost like on change of search text, do a thing. But then we would want to debounce it somehow. That's a thing that we can do in our actual like searcher page, but that is probably something that we are going to want to take care of. But anyway, let's start building out the rest of the view while we wait. We're going to want a list of some kind. And then for our list, let's go ahead and say, well, let's go ahead and give ourselves some locations. Let's location. Our location is going to have a import car location. We're going to need some coordinates. And make this sendable because I'm sure it's going to be necessary. Let coordinate let name string let should we have a place mark? Let's just do a place mark. But then I think well, look, place mark has a CL location and a name. We're gonna just give it the place mark for now. We are gonna keep the name separate because I want to. Why? And then let's how have I been doing like sample data? Well, I have a preview repository. That's probably we can have a location searcher. Looking for names is always the hardest thing, right? Func locations or string. So we need right there. And then we're going to say preview location searcher. Go ahead and group these up. Search. And then we're just gonna hard code some locations here. One infinite loop. Oh, okay, that's gonna be harder to create than I thought. We'll come back to that. Apple Park. Location. Name. Where else do we want to go? The Steve Jobs Theater. Moscone Center. coming up with Apple places. Okay, that seems like enough locations. So then, what I think we're gonna do here, we're gonna... we're gonna have our @state private var locations, an array of location. It's just gonna be that by default. And then after we initialize, actually we'll just do this in on appear. Private func update locations. And this would be where we would need a environment variable for this. So how did we do that with barcode repository? This. Location searcher environment key. There's a new way to do this in SwiftUI. Or sorry, in Xcode 16. It's a lot nicer. But unfortunately, we can't build on Xcode 16 yet. And for right now, because we don't have anything other than the preview location searcher, use the preview location searcher. Oh, and we've got at least one variable name, right? Somebody needs. IO cane H variable name. I file dev on August 16th. Okay, yes, location searcher. This doesn't need to be public. But also the other thing that I'm wondering is, if this is a static let, that's the only thing that we care about. Okay, location searcher also needs to be sendable. Fair enough. Because we don't care about it this year. We might actually end up caring about this. The problem we can deal with later. Anyway, if this is only static let, is there any reason why this can't just be an enum? No. Maybe that's how it should be. Maybe we should go back to our barcode one. Make that an enum. Hurrah. Okay. I cannot find CL place mark. That's because we don't know about core location. This is going to be even more fun than what I thought. Boo. All right. We can't create our own CL place marks. Okay. In that case, we're going to need other information. What do we need? We have a name. We have a CN postal address. It has a whole bunch of information. Can we get away with just that? Probably means we need to import contacts. Deanne postal address isn't sendable? Are you kidding me? Street, city, state, postal code, country, ISO country code. Maybe we should just steal the names from this. Thoroughfare. Sub-thoroughfare. Locality. Sub-locality. Administrative area. Sub-administrative area. Postal code. Do we care about any of these things? Maybe. Who knows? You might as well just grab all of them. The other problem is I think these are all optional. Yeah. We'll consider that good enough for now. All we really need is a name. We probably need coordinates too. I hope to God that's sendable. Who knows? Now let's go ahead and declare a member-wise initializer for this. Equals nil. A whole lot of equals nil. Really? Fine, we'll do it this way. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. That didn't work. That was terrible. I'm now losing time on this thing that was supposed to save me time. There. And then we'll just paste it again. Okay, we're fine now. We need some coordinates. I don't care about what those are. We definitely don't need place mark. Okay. So we're just gonna go ahead and save for a minute. Coordinates. Coordinate 2D. We don't actually care about where they are. Boop. Boom. Okay. Let's say that's good enough for now. I don't know. Can we get back to our location editor? Is this doing anything? Probably not. All right. Update locations. Locations equals, well, we still haven't finished our environment variable. That would help. IO, KNH variable name, private, var. Locations equals location searcher dot locations for string. Search text. And then I think in this case, locations equals compute array. Okay, so if we have nothing in our search bar, then we will not show anything. If we have something in our search bar, then we'll actually get a search. Okay, yeah, I think this is fine. Let's go ahead and say for each, oh, we're gonna have another problem real quick. Locations. Location in raw. This is gonna be an immediate problem because location is not identifiable. That's not the right thing. It's still not the right thing. This is not at all what I want. I need an ID that is not auto-generated every time. Do you think name and coordinates together is going to be unique enough as long as I like round the coordinates to something? Ridiculous. 0 dot dot less than 2. 3. When it'd be less than 3. We're gonna just do an extension on coordinate. Howdy, donuts. How you doing? Alert is not working again. Why? Why would it? Why would it work? And it's still not working, even though I rebooted. Huh. I was doing fine, and now I'm confused. The location degrees. There we go. I am building out a way to pick locations in Bark. This is what I'm building out. Something that looks like this. And I'm realizing I may have bit off more than I can chew, but that's part of the fun of this stream, right? Oh no, what have I done? That's what always happens. Exactly. Okay. So we're going to say return format attitude, comma. You aren't biting off more than you can chew. Are you really an indie dev? Yeah. Longitude. Hey, there we go. Okay. So now I can just say coordinates dot formatted components. And then maybe everybody will be slightly happier. Okay. And there's our ID. Okay. So now we have ID. We are identifiable. Now we have our location editor. What happens? Nothing, because this is a for each that contains nothing inside it. We're going to make sure that it still builds and previews and all of those things. You were pretty happy beforehand. Runtime linking failure. What? Say what? We're going to build. We're going to build. We're going to make sure that builds. We're going to rerun it. Everything's fine. Okay. Text location dot name. That's all we're going to say for now. What do we get? Nothing, because we didn't actually do this part. Redeems more yellow. I don't know that I have. Oh yeah, I can stack the cat treats on my forehead. Oh my god. Maybe not. I'll just wear them on the side. There we go. Happy? What I do need to do is I need to be able to pass in the search text. Search text string equals string. So someone turns on grayscale. Yeah, but the grayscale doesn't affect me. This is the important part. I'll just be even more yellow in comparison, because then all of this yellow up here will be gone. No yellow. Now somebody's going to show up later and they're going to be like, why is he wearing a bag of cat treats as a fashion accessory? Because, sir. All right. So now what I want to do is I want to say location editor, search text. Why aren't you wearing a bag of... Yeah. And we're going to search for Apple. Yeah, there we go. Exactly. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We do not want this to be a nested list. We want this to be list style Jane. Okay. All right, so then the next thing is we need a formatted location, basically. We need the address down here. This is what we need. This is important. So I think what we're gonna try is, we need to actually define that list. Do you work on app stuff or work on learning Rust some more? Which is more important to your near-term goals? That's what's truly important to them. I'm just gonna say location.name twice. This is a real thing that is happening right now. About the same probably. Then flip a coin. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna ask the developer duck. Should donuts work more on app stuff or on learning Rust? You must choose one. You are not allowed to defer the question. Yes, yellow, notify. Donuts should work more on app stuff. Focusing on app development will likely yield more immediate and tangible results, especially if there are ongoing projects or deadlines. Learning Rust is valuable, but it can be pursued alongside app development as a secondary priority. There you go, Donuts. Work on app stuff. The duck never lies. How's it going, Notify? You should ask the duck if he has any grapes. Do you have any grapes? I thought it was the duck asking somebody else if they had grapes. In that song, the duck is asking the person with the booth if he has any grapes. What can I assist you with today? You can assist me with finding grapes. Pretty decent. I attempted to go kayaking again and failed because it was way windier than is appropriate kayaking weather. All right, so let's break this up. What we want to do is we want to extreme kayaking. It was more extreme getting into the kayak. Failing. Eventually getting into the kayak. Realizing that was a bad plan. Getting back out of the kayak. All of that was extreme, I guess. But I think there was more time spent getting into and out of the kayak than there was actually being in the kayak. All right. Let's break up this view. We need a location list item. This is where we're going to stick our formatting. There's something that I've realized, and maybe this was obvious to everybody else. I'm just kind of dumb. MVVM works pretty well with Swift, but a thing that I realized you can do is you can just make your views your view models. You can make it a view model view. You can be MVVM VM. MVM. Something like that. If you break up your views enough, they can just be your view models. There's nothing wrong with this idea. We're going to force you to only write Objective-C. Back to you, I kit with you. Those are two different things. Those are two very different things. Sounds like a pizza conference talk you need to give. The last time I asked about anything, I asked Josh about anything about Deep Dish Swift. He decided that I needed to run a Kotlin conference. So I don't think I'm going to talk to him again. I'm going to get roped into... I'm going to ask if I can give a Kotlin talk. Or sorry, no, I'm not gonna. Dang it! Now I'm just digging an even deeper hole for myself. I'm gonna ask if I can give an MVVM VM talk, and he's gonna make me run a Kotlin conference. That's what's gonna happen. MMMVM MNMVM. The Marshall Mathers Virtual Machine. This is perfect, right? There we go. Ooh, why is this? Oh, nope, not preview barcode repository. That's why that's not working. What we're gonna do, we're gonna just say static let all locations equals Yorp self dot locations. Nope. Self dot all locations. There we go. Okay. Location list item for location. Thing did die. Yep. I don't know why, because I don't touch this thing and then like it'll be weird. It'll not be weird. It'll be anything. Step 1, put the shovel down. Use @obfusc any of your methods, then yes. Burger talk. We're forcing him to only write Objective C, no Swift. Did the thingy die or is it just ignoring me? It died. Yes, it did died. I don't know. Yeah, like Twitch's service is just like sometimes just weird and broken. It's the cat treats. No, it was broken the other night too. I don't know why. Okay, so we have our location list item. We need a location list item name text. This is true. You deleted the app. See, I just only ever get into things through Shadowcat, and then it's not a problem. I never see anything wrong. Ooh, could I just even do this in, okay, here, location. We don't need a string. I don't know, or a return type for an init. Private let location dot location equals location text location dot name. Look at that. Okay. Preview location searcher dot all locations dot 0. Okay. Sweet. Okay, we're gonna just copy paste this and do location list item address text. Zoop. Now we'll go back to here. Head it out, Donuts. Come on, like, I just got the chat working again for you. You're gonna leave? Really? Have a good evening. I don't fault you too bad. Suppose. All right, now that he's gone, we can start writing actual Swift or Objective-C code, right? Ooh, you know what we will need access to that we have not done? Is design system. Okay. We got that. We got that. Nope. Got what on Earth. Trying to type Emacs text into code and it doesn't work. Sometimes works. Didn't work in this case. Address text. We are going to need dot foreground style color dot label, no, secondary, system label secondary. That's what we're looking for. Boom. All right. I have a feeling like this font size is smaller than I'm expecting it to be. So let's, oh God, that's definitely way too large. Left aligned. Yeah, that's too big. Only slightly too big, but it is too big. Command Control T to fix the spacing. Yep. Let's go with 12. Oh, that's looking a lot better. Good enough? Okay, we're gonna say it's 12. And so then we need to go to the human interface guidelines. Hop straight to typography because it's gonna be faster than waiting for the website to load. And our 12-point font is Caption 1, which is exactly what we put. Look at me, just guessing the right thing by default. Look at that. Look at that. I know what I'm doing. Almost like I've been developing for this code base for a while. It's an ecosystem. All right. But now we need it to display an actual address, which means we probably need to provide some actual addresses. So what is the address of One Infinite Loop? 1 second. I mean, I know it's One Infinite Loop, Cupertino, California, but what else is in there? One Infinite Loop, Cupertino, California, 95014. Let's go give ourselves some more information. Okay. Coordinates. Yes, I gave ourselves coordinates. Let's give ourselves a thoroughfare, infinite loop, Lopo, infinite Lopo. Sub thoroughfare is 1. Now I need to remember what all of these are. Locality is the city. Yeah, Cupertino. So I spelled the word thoroughfare wrong. Perfect. Love it. We're not going to bother with the sublocality. We will give it the administrative area. The sublocality was what? They said neighborhood? Who cares? Administrative area, we're going to say California. Sub-administrative area. We don't care about that either. And then postal code we don't care about. So administrative area, CA, postal code, what was it, 95014? Did I memorize that correctly? .95014. I did it. Hey, thank you for the follow, Will the Virus. All right. I'm gonna take this thing off. It is making it impossible for me to look over to my left. I think the joke has run its course. All right, so then the trick is we're gonna need this to format the address. So var address, private var address. Is this where we use CN postal address? Because then we can use CN postal address formatter, which would be great. Let address equals CN postal address. Return address. 3 S's in it. That's a problem. Address dot street. Now see, this is what's weird, is that they have different names for everything. And then CN postal address. Yeah, this has street, the street name. But the other thing has like a thoroughfare and a not thoroughfare. I almost wonder if I should just grab just the postal address stuff. That might be a better idea. Probably. Yeah, let's grab those names. I like that a lot better. It's also slightly less ridiculous. Let means it matches better. Street, city, state. See, these are way better names. And then okay, what is interesting is they're not optional. Means they might be empty. Also, can I even create this? It is a class, so yes. The CN mutable postal address. Immutable postal address. And then I don't think I care about any of the rest of the stuff. So let's do that. We're going to say streets. Thoroughfare is not the new name in my app. I have not announced the new name in my app yet. So we're going to do boop, 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 boop. Sweet. Like that. Okay. Street. City. State. Postal code. We have country. Okay. Name of variable thoroughfare. Technically, I already have a. Well, I guess I don't have a name thoroughfare anymore. I just got rid of it. I just deleted it. No, I had it. I had it all cleared up. You did not jump the line. I was all caught up on everything. State, postal code, country. Okay, so thoroughfare equals thoroughfare. City equals city. State. Why don't I just do this? State. Look at that. Hey, wasn't that way faster? Boop, 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 boom. Okay. So now I need to go back to here. Thoroughfare is infinite loop. Is one infinite loop. City is Cupertino. State is CA. Postal code is that. Country. United States. Perfect. Okay. Now we have that. Now we can go back to our address text. Now we can say we need a CN mutable postal address. I need to pull these up. Like I said. Okay, so there's our postal address. And then what I want is a private var formatted address string. And then we're also going to need a private static let formatter, and postal address formatter, let formatter equals, I don't know what all we're going to need to do this. So we're going to do it the hard way at first and then see if we need to change anything. Yeah, we do have like styles and stuff. So we're going to need to change some of this stuff, but no, we really only have one option. He said earlier the name of his new app is Where's Me Taco? What? Oh, and we can give it a style here. Okay. So really, I think we just make it this. Formatter dot, nope, sorry, self dot formatter dot string from address. The taco finding app. Hey, I never need to find tacos. I know I have innate taco sense. All right. So now instead of a location.name, we're going to say a location.formatted address. Except we're actually just going to say formatted address. Okay. That's wrong. Return string replacing occurrences of new line with comma space. Look at that. That makes way more sense. Okay, so now we've got an address. Now let's go back to our location. I guess it would be right here. Okay, we've got a start at least. I wonder how much we need to care about having a fallback if the formatter is completely blank. Yeah, let's do that. Address. Let formatted address. No. We don't really care about that. If formatted address is empty, return empty view. Else. No, not return empty view, just put an empty view there. Well, then I guess really all we care about is this. Hurrah. You know what? I was going to check something and then I realized that I could check it way easier by just doing this and doing that. There we go. Look at that. If we don't have an address, it just empties out. Okay. So now we have that. I think I'm going to leave this as is. So one thing that was in, not maps, one thing that was in Testical was this pin image. And the reason that they have the pin image here is because it can be different things depending on where it found that data. And so it can be, sorry, I look like I'm gesturing wildly. I'm trying to get flying cat hair out of my face. They can also import from your contacts. And so it shows something different if you have your contacts. And I'm not going to add contacts in here because I don't know how many people have like barcodes that they need for their contacts. I don't know. Maybe it's important, but I think I'm gonna I'm just gonna not do that right now. Well, that'll be something that we can deal with in the future if it's important. So there's that, and then I guess I assume we want the map at the bottom. You know what we might want though? Actually, I'm realizing is we might want like a check mark. See which one you got selected. I mean, this one has like it has a selection, so actually maybe we just do that. Maybe we just deal with the list selection. In which case we would say at state private var selected location. Where's my taco? It does mean location needs to be hashable. Just fine. We can make location hashable. Can we make it definitively hashable? You mean you lost my time? You may not actively at every point have a taco. Does not conform to hashable, does not conform to equatable. Why? Probably because CL location coordinate 2D does not. Is stupid. Location degrees is just a double, so what if we make our own coordinates? And this is hashable. Because then we can do this and we don't have to have our hold on. We don't need to extend this. We can just put it in here. Look at that. And then we don't need an extension. We don't need no stinking extensions. And then we don't need to rely on correlation at all. We can just get rid of all of this. Maybe eventually we want to map them, but that's fine. That's a problem for the future. That. Who needs core location? Not I. I mean, I will eventually, but. There we go. All right, so now we should be able to go back into our vision editor to here, unpin this location list item. And now we should be able to select things, he says, and it doesn't work. There we go. All right, so you can select items. And then we could have a cancel and done. Yeah, that would be all we... Right. Yeah, then basically when we click done, we can choose whether or not we're going to I'm looking for. We can just pass back the value of where's my taco is what I'm trying to say. we're going to go copy our cancel and done buttons from here. Right. Regenerate our project. So then this should no longer be barcode edit strings, but rather location editor strings. There we go. Need that one. Let's go to our done button. There. And then I really need to find a better way to do this. I don't like this bug with the static method stuff. Is what I want at. Var func contents. I don't know. This has just been annoying me. Why is this missing argument for parameter 1? No. That still makes it break. So it seems to be just if we have toolbar content mentioned explicitly at all in our code base. Wait, did I not? Wait, what did I comment down? Oh, I commented out the wrong one. That would actually do things. Okay. Maybe this isn't as broken as I thought it was. Okay, that's better. So the thing that I'm trying to get at is what I want to do here. Okay, hold on. I want to be able to say in my location editor, I really need to resort these, but this is a problem for a minute. Dot toolbar. And then what I can provide is I can provide content, and then I can say toolbar, location editor toolbar dot contents. That builds. Okay. That at least gets around our Swift 6 shenanigans. And then what I want to have happen is I want to say that this takes in an action at escaping private. No, I don't care about this. All I care about is selected location. Location optional. And then now I would have my cancel button and my done button. I guess maybe we do care about this. Let's figure out what we're doing here. We have this, and then yeah, I said that when we do this, we perform an action. But I think what we want to do is we want to perform that action with a selected location. But then why would we need to pass in the selected location? Why wouldn't that just be part of the action? No, because this has to be, if we say cancel, then it has to be nil. If we say done, then it could be nil. So we do also need to pass in the selected location. Yeah. And then the action. And the action is location optional. Sorry, it's admin escaping. Location to void. Yeah. Private let location selected location. Private let action. Okay, so here's our cancel button. Blah, blah, blah. We are calling action. If it's a cancel, we're always calling action with nil. Sending self risks causing data races. Where are we sending self? Which of these is sending anything? Is it with animation? Do I care about that part? No. Where are we doing any sending? I know these are all closures, but they should be... I guess button would be a non-escaping closure. Action in. Sending action risks causing data races. I just mark this at main actor to make everybody happy. It does have to be on the main actor, so maybe I should just do that. Okay, no, that's fine. It's happy now. All right, so there's our toolbar item for that. And then for done button, it's just going to be confirmation action instead. The done button title, and then our action is selected location. All right. So now, this is where things get a little bit stupid. Okay, so this would be something that we're needing to probably pass in somewhere else. So we're just gonna underscore in, well, actually we're gonna say location in dump location for now. That'll be something that we can deal with in a minute. And then this is now toolbar.contents. Sweet. Okay. I've made this slightly happier and we still get to use Swift 6. So hooray, I guess. Our navigation title, we did not actually finish doing, which is, this is location editor, strings dot editor dot title. Sweet. Okay, so now we have a view, and now when we click done, this is never going to do anything because dump doesn't do anything, only print does stuff. String describing location. Select something, we click done, we got an optional, We hit cancel, we should get nil. I don't have a deselect right now, so we're just gonna do that. We're gonna hit done. This should also be nil. Perfect. Okay. Okay. I think that's a start. That's not what I wanted to do. I was gonna make a commit. And do what Adam does and redeem a commit. Create basic location editor UI. To start. All right. So now I think what we want to do is we want to go hook this up. Right? So let's go into our barcode details. Oh, you know where we really need to go is our route mapper. Yeah. So location editor, this is now a thing. Which means root needs access to that. Route is in navigation, so we don't need to update anything there. Location editor. Realizing that might need an action. And we don't have that. Crap. That might be complicated. How are we going to deal with that? I don't know. That's not going to build, is it? Because action must be something. It says build succeeded. I don't believe it for a second, but that's mostly because we forgot to build the actual app. This is never going to work. It's going to fail miserably. Yes. Okay. For more than one reason. Let's just throw in a dummy action for now. Just to get it flowing. Okay. I think we already have that part hooked up. So yeah, we're not gonna run this on my phone. Put up. We're gonna run this on my other phone. Can you not tell the difference, Apple? Come on. We're gonna run this on this device. And I'm gonna adjust my seating. We do that. Okay. So what we should see when the app launches, if the app launches, now we can go into any one of these and then we can tap on the location and we get this view. Doesn't do anything yet. We need to type something in here and we're going to just, the second that we type any words, something should have showed up. Well. Okay. On appear update locations, you know what we didn't do is we didn't do an on change of search text update locations. Only did an on appear. Not what I wanted. Don't run. There we go. Now what's interesting is we can hit cancel there. We hit search, then we have this. But then what's interesting is we don't have our done button anymore. So if we're in this searchable mode, we can't actually hit done? Where's Ordinary Industries? You said you knew searchable modifier. How do I make this work if I just want... No, I don't want it to take over view. So why are there a million of them? What is placement? Let's find out what placement is. Maybe that's something useful? No. Not at all. I think that's probably just placing where it is before we do anything. Yeah, see, what's interesting is as soon as I start typing in this, I have a value. But it takes over that bar. That's what's interesting. And there's not really anything that I can do to get back the rest of the view. I'm mostly just playing this because I want to know what it does. Oh. Wasn't at all what I expected. I guess maybe that's something that only matters if you're on like an iPad. All right. Let's go find some hacking with Swift about the searchable modifier. Perfect. Add a search bar to filter your data. How to add search tokens. UI. Boo. I did sign up for this at one point. I don't know if I'm actually a premium subscriber. One password refuses to work. Perfect. It says there's no items. I know that I signed up for something through Hacking with Swift at one point, but I guess this was not it. Oh well. Okay, so we have a search field. We have a searchable. Remember, SwiftUI will reinvoke your body property when a state property changes, so you can use a computed property to handle the actual filtering. Fair enough. Got all that. I guess it would be... I don't like this. it's not as powerful as I want it to be. We can close Apple Maps before something goes horribly wrong. How can I make SwiftUI's searchable modifier not take over my navigation bar buttons? Because yeah, it like moves it up into the navigation bar and replaces my buttons with its buttons. And I don't want it to do that. I want it to stay where it is. And let me just pick stuff. That's all I want. Ensure that your navigation bar buttons remain functional and visible. You can use the toolbar modifier to explicitly define your navigation bar items. No, I did that. We're gonna cheat it a little bit by not navigation bar display mode always. Where is that? Placement. Dot navigation bar display mode. Always? No, this is not correct. Do that right now. That's not correct. This is the one thing that I really don't like about LLMs is like they often seem to refuse to say like, no, you just can't do this. This is actually just impossible. You know, this is what I was afraid of. That we're gonna have to do that. It's not the end of the world. It's just not what I wanted. You get me? Especially since that's now not going to be... I mean, I guess that's fine. Not what I want. Doesn't look right. It's not right. That's not at all right. That is ugly as sin. It's not what I want. This looks nothing like a search field. See, this is the problem, is I can hit cancel and that just clears it all out. The other alternative is like when you select something, that's just when we immediately dismiss. But then there's like no way for us to do what I want. All right, let's work with it that way. This is not how I want this to work, but sometimes we have to deal with what we have instead of what we want. Let's change our toolbar. We're going to have our confirmation action. This is now going to be a clear button. Hey, Flask, how are you doing? This is our primary action, not our confirmation action. So we're going to say that's that. We're going to go to our localizable strings. This way, clear button title. Clear baton title. We don't need a cancel button anymore. We're just gonna replace that with our back button, right? That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Absolutely fine. Completely and utterly. Okay, so we get our primary action. At this point, I feel like I don't know. At this point, I just kind of want to move this back. Hey, we learned something about how to do this, and now we're just not going to use it. That's fine. We can use it elsewhere. It'll be okay. We have our toolbar item. Give ourselves a button. It's got a clear title. When we do this, what I really want is I want to just environment dismiss private var dismiss. All we're going to do is we're just going to say dismiss. And then where's my taco is no longer going to be a private var. Yes, it is. Binding. More stuff you do, the more you really like the language. Nice. It is a nice language. I like it. I guess I do tend to keep that public when I do this. So now instead of a button, we are just saying selected location. We almost need to pass in an existing location, but I don't think we would have that. No, yeah, I guess we would have that. Jeez, this is going to be kind of a pain. It's okay. Selected location. No, sorry. Where's my taco equals nil. Missing argument for parameter. Where's my taco? Where's my taco? Constant. Nil. Oh, well, we certainly don't want action to be here. We want this to be flipped. Wait. It's fine. Boom. Fine. Totally fine. Okay. This, just delete this whole file. Move it to trash. We don't need it. Bill. SwiftUI has had you pulling his hair out though. Hey, I mean, welcome to this stream. This is what I'm doing tonight. Pulling my hair out. Okay, now we don't need this. Missing parameter for where's my taco. Again, this is a problem for later. We'll be able with this in a minute when we have the rest of it working. Okay, that part's working. Now we can go back to here. We have a UI, and then so what I want to do is when I click this, it just dismisses. We don't actually have that working yet, but that's a problem for a minute from now. Let's build and run our app. It's like, oh god, it's 9:41. It's not 9:41. Yet the thing always says 9:41 when it's plugged in. Okay, so we're here. We have a back button. That back button is currently empty, but I'm pretty sure that's just because this thing doesn't have a name. And if we gave it a name, then yeah, our back button says name. Sweet. Okay. We're going to say Apple, and then we're going to tap that. Nothing happened. That's because we did not hook anything up to happen when that happens. On change of selected location. Ooh, you know what we could do? I'm just realizing just now. Okay, on change of where's my taco. All we need to do is this, and then as soon as we dismiss that, that's just going to do that anyway. That's fine. Run. Still didn't do anything. That's because this is this. Okay, but where's my taco should have changed at this point. On change of where's my taco, dismiss. Now, did that not dismiss because we have nothing to dismiss? Did it not dismiss because nobody knows what's happening? Dismiss isn't actually what I want to do here. We're going to clear so that we can see if we tap on this. Yeah, that should have changed our selection. And it didn't. Why? And hitting that clear button also is not doing anything. That's fun. Okay, so it is actually firing though. Maybe we should be setting where's my taco. Is .tag not the right thing? Is it .id? It used to be .tag. Maybe I'm just an old fogey. Well, now I'm not able to select anything at all. So it was definitely .tag. But then why is on change of whatever not working? What's the thing to yeah. It's that, but it wasn't auto completing. Oh, yeah, self dot print changes. There you go. I would have expected that to change because where's my taco should change. So this needs to be switched back to tag. Ooh, what is this tag include optional? So that's the unique tag value of this view. What does that mean? Thank you for not telling me anything useful. I mean, is optional is true by default, so. I don't know what your problem is. Okay, I have half of an answer. Does the location type conform to identifiable? It does. Here's my half of an answer. We made where's my taco constantly nil. My question though is if we made constant where's my taco constantly nil, why am I able to select anything? However, what I'm realizing is that when we switched it to ID, we weren't able to select anything. So maybe it is in fact ID and not tag. And in addition to that, we need to make this not constant nil. But what I don't know is I don't think I can use a binding here. Can I? I don't know. Is location public? Probably not. At the very least, it needs to be imported into here, which is location editor. Probably a bad plan. Probably need like a location model thing, but shut up. Location is equatable, and now route is not equatable because binding is not equatable. Wow, this is annoying. Okay, what if location editor isn't a... What if location editor is not a route? What if we always present it modally? The sheet. Then we don't have to worry about this. And then we can do the action-based thing that we had earlier. Hang on. I had to think about this for a minute. Something about this doesn't make any sense, but it's okay. Here, we're gonna this is my only option right now. Barcode details. I don't care about this part. Route has no member location editor. True. This would now need to be something new. This is the only place that we have this. Okay, fine. This is no longer a navigation link. But we need the navigation link in order to have the arrow, which I'm realizing we probably shouldn't have the navigation link because we're not an arrow, but... Sorry, we probably shouldn't have the arrow because we're not pushing something. But then how do we make it obvious that that's tappable? Do we need to make it obvious that it's tappable? Should it be tappable? I'm so glad I made that other commit earlier. Cannot find is location editor shown in scope. Bro, it's right here. I swear to you, it's right up there. It's right here. Right here. What am I missing? Oh, I'm dumb. Hold on. I know exactly what I'm missing, and the answer is that this needs to be like this. I forgot something. Hold on. Hey, look at that. Okay. The problem is now barcode view needs to know about location editor, and it's dumb. I guess in this case, no, it doesn't, because yeah, we're probably just gonna make this we're probably just going to make this not a button. We might need to worry about this in the other one, but that's fine right now. We're fine with this one right now. Everything's built. Let's build and run. I just want to see what this looks like. I have a feeling it's not going to look the way that I want it to look, but that's life. Okay, it's not the worst. Go look at contacts. So we have all of these buttons. Okay, hold on. We have all these buttons. If we don't have anything, we just don't show it. That's fine. Except notes, for some reason we do. In here, yeah, sometimes, see, Apple breaks their own rules here. They don't let us break the rules in SwiftUI. I'm gonna snooze this ad just so that I can rant. Ringtone, text tone. Tap them. Pops up a modal. Pops up a modal. Text tone. Pops up a modal. We can't pop up a modal and be a navigation link. We need to be a navigation link in order to have the arrow. I guess we could have something like this, add field. The thing that I'm really interested in is like this thing where we've already got a view. I guess in this case, okay, so we click add phone and it adds a new thing to it. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something more like add field, but we would already have a default value. This is the problem. And even that one right there, look, it's got the same chevron and it's still like popping up this thing. But we can't do that because we're a navigation link. We're not a navigation. Navigation links are special. Can we draw our own? Sure, we could. I'm just being fussy. What I want is a navigation link that takes an action. Have that. I'm just a little bit grumpy about it. That's all I care about. Okay. What if we get rid of all these? What if we just get rid of this, get rid of that? We don't care about any of this. Barcode triggers button. You don't have anything here. We leave this as is. This just gets to show whether or not we have anything. The editor one, that one would do it. Doing that. Yeah, we will. We'll have to. But that's a problem for not right now. Okay, so we're in here. These are now just values that we just show. Kind of like in contacts, how before we do a thing, this just shows that. I mean, it's blue right now because it's the thing that we can call, but like if I say birthday, I don't know, sure. John Appleseed's birthday is today. Well, okay, that takes us to calendar. Is there anything in here that is not an action? It does show up in there because I know like pronouns is a thing, but it shows up at the top. Doesn't show in our list. Date, anniversary. Nope, that's still going to open in calendar, isn't it? Related name, mother. Joan Appleseed. Nope, because that just doesn't do anything. Okay, well, it's still blue for some reason. I don't know. Is Skype? Hi, John. Is a very unimaginative Skype name. Okay, so that's always blue. we add multiple things to that? Is that... I'm just gonna... Ooh, MSN Messenger. It's on ICQ. His ICQ number is 7. Okay, so those do show up in a group together. They're tappable, but they don't do anything. Some of them do things. This is not one of them. All right. I'm gonna go take a quick break. I will be right back. And you'll get that ad that I didn't show earlier. So I'll be right back. I have returned. Okay. So we've updated the other view. That's fine. What we still need to do is we need to update the edit view, and then the edit view now needs to know about our location editor, which is not exactly how I wanted that to go down, but whatever. It's fine. It does mean that that doesn't need to know about our location editor. Barcode edit. So if we do that, then we go into barcode edit. Well, you know what we don't have in barcode edit yet is these buttons at all. Fine. We'll work on it. Barcode edit. Okay. Barcode edit, barcode triggers section. So we have our barcode triggers section. We're going to basically copy paste this across. That'll be fine. Have that. We might as well copy just this whole folder. That's a much better idea. Do that. All right, so we have all of these. Now if we go into our barcode view, see, this is where we need the things that I just deleted. That's fine. We'll get over it. Barcode edit. Let's go ahead and switch back to that. Barcode edit on the preview. Run that. Then this way we can pin this, assuming that it builds, which it didn't. Barcode view strings. Boo. We should totally comment these. All right, now we should have it working. Okay, much better. Let's go to our barcode edit page. We're gonna pin this page. Yeah, look at that. That does look a lot more like what we want. Okay. Also, this needs to be a thing. What is that? That's barcode edit. Name field title. Placeholder field. This would be name field placeholder. Or the name field in editing barcode. Hey, thank you for the raid, Ordinary Industries. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I had to re-architect everything around searchable. I know you were in here earlier when I was messing with searchable. It made me change everything about how I wanted it to work, but it's good. App's coming along pretty good. How was your stream? Oh, I'm sorry. Dealing with things stuck to my foot. Narrate industries. Hey, there we go. Yeah, no, it turns out that it does something that I wasn't quite expecting. So here, let's go to that page. Location, edit. Updated a website, adding a small quality of life feature that the community's been asking for a while. Nice. Go to edit.swift. Okay, why are you mad at me? Oh, it's because this. Heard of that. So yeah, this is what it was doing that it was not clear to me that it was going to do, and I couldn't figure out how to fix, which is that if I select this and I it's in focus, it zooms up to the top here, and then I don't have my cancel and done buttons anymore. So I needed to make it so that when I select something in here, that is actually triggering it to select. Because what I wanted was like this bar would just be here, and then I would, or it would be back where it started, and then I would have my cancel and done buttons up there. But that did not work out that way. That's okay. I rearranged things. I made a clear button instead. And just, yeah, when I tap something in here, that is now what's going to be triggering that. Yes, this is the location that they wanted. So now I'm just trying to integrate this with the rest of my app. This is what I'm trying to do right now. And then, yeah, you spent several days getting the search bar to start hidden at the top of the list and expand on scroll. You're hoping next year that behavior gets added as a built-in. Yeah, it was weird because they have a placement. Because I was messing with placement to try and figure out exactly how, if there was anything there that would allow me to change it. And they allow you to say that it should not scroll with the thing, but they don't allow you to say it should start out hidden, which is weird. All right. Yeah, the other thing that I ran into is like just the way that I'm having to pass this data. This should be a modal, or this needs to be a modal, even though I didn't want it to be a modal. It's okay. It's just a problem that we're gonna have to deal with. But it not being it being a modal means we can't use navigation link, which means we don't get chevrons by default. So now I need to make some fake chevrons, or I need to learn not to care about the fact that we don't have chevrons. Admittedly, you worked on Swift at Apple and it was a big complaint of mine. It kept getting punted. Oh, that's a bummer. I know how working in large companies that you have pet peeves. Never gets the way you want, including at Apple. We're gonna go into our triggers button because yeah, what I want here, this is where things are gonna get to be a bit of a problem. I want chevron, which I know I had at one point and I deleted. So let's go look at our past pull requests. No, I think it was in the view barcode UI. That was the big one. Hate to raid and run, but your wife made dessert. Oh, hey, that's well worth it. We'll be back in just a bit if I'm still live. Yeah, I should be live for at least another hour or so. Yeah, this is what I need right here. Just copy this whole page. Yeah, see you soon. I have that. Then I can go into the barcode triggers button. Then I can say barcode triggers button. Chevron. Did not work for some reason. What don't you like about me? You have no problems with it. You just don't want to be... Barcode triggers button. Not found in any targets. Did I put it in the wrong... Put it in the wrong barcode triggers button. Maybe I need to have different names for those things. There we go. That's fine. Can I change the alignment of something on a one-to-one basis? I think I can. That should not actually be in horizontal alignment with these two. This is what I need to do. This is what I need. We're going to do this. This is an H stack. Then this is also an H stack. Yeah, there we go. I know that's incredibly subtle, what I just did, but it was annoying me. Look at it. That whole thing moves like 2 pixels. I'll do it again. All right. Okay, so now we have these, and now tapping on this button, which this is not yet a button. Oh, is this gonna cause me problems with the text color again? Maybe not. Would be ideal. Wait, okay. Perfect. Oh, hey, I still have a print pages somewhere that needs to not be here. Okay, so now we've got those buttons, and now when that button changes, this is now when we need to have that private binding. At binding private var is editor showing. Cool. Okay, got that. And then, yeah, that's just constant false. All right, this is where we need 2 different bindings. All right, last but not least, this is where we would need to actually display the thing. Problem is, I almost need to re-architect how this page works too. And I don't want to. I'm gonna be lazy about it for a minute. That's fine, right? At state private var Oh, we don't actually care about anything here. Hold on. Add state private var. Is location editor showing? Is data editor showing? We don't actually care about what these values are yet. We will care about them in a minute. But right now we don't. How much bigger does this view get to be before I run into my 100 line self-imposed limit? Okay, that should have changed something, but that's because we didn't actually do the thing. That's right. That makes more sense. Dot sheet. Yeah, this is where I don't love this part, but it's okay. Dot sheet is presented. Is location editor showing? Content is. Really? You're not going to give me the trailing closure syntax? Content is location edit. And this is, yeah, this is the part where things kind of fall apart, but that's fine. Dot constant nil action. See, we actually don't care about the action anymore because of this other value. This is just going to be a binding. But I can't bind to this. Yeah, this would be where I would need this. Oh, Jesus. This was where the problem that I was running into was. It was like, really, I kind of think that this whole page should not have an at state of all of these things. It should just have an at state code. That's all we really care about. And then we got a whole lot of changes. Oh, we do still need these two. Because then it's like text is code.name. Yeah. This is a little bit getting somewhere. Where's my taco is code, sorry, code dot, no, sorry, $ code dot location. Code doesn't have a location. That's going to be a problem. And then, yeah, we don't need an action anymore. So let's go back to location editor. Get rid of our action. We don't need that. We don't need that. Oh, we already had a private barcode. That's what I know. Let me get rid of this. This. Hey, thank you for the follow, Chugging Coffee. Heading to bed, but dropping a follow? Well, thank you. Thanks for the follow. I hope to see you again. Okay, so now we have this location editor. It doesn't know about this because it's in barcode edit. So actually all we need to do is just import location edit. The real problem is going to be this location. It doesn't know what this is. So I think what we're going to have to do is we are just going to have to we're going to have to move location into barcodes, which is actually not as big a deal as I'm making it out to be. We'll just move location into here. Yeah, that's going to be not a problem at all. It actually probably makes more sense than what it currently is anyway. That's just going to go in here. And all we need to do is change this. Nope, that's not how that works. Boop. Boop. Save. So then our code can just have a location. And so then, yeah, we're going to get rid of this triggers because I don't think that's how I want that to work. Oh, geez. Remember how I said this probably wasn't going to be that big of a deal? Those are all public let. Why is it complaining? I made all of these accessible. Why are you mad? Just because. That's fine. It's acceptable. Okay. This was the real problem here. But we'll come back to that part because apparently we can't have this the way that we want. All right, this is where things start to get a little bit confusing. I guess this needs to be a var. That's fine. I swear we'll be here soon. What are we missing? Action not initialized. Do we care? I feel like we don't care anymore. No, barcode edit does need to be initialized. Yeah, I think that is true. swore that I could just pass that in there, but I don't think I can. All right. The app does actually build now. How broken are we expecting this to be? When I say the app actually builds now, that may not actually be true. Barcode edit builds now. Yeah, no, not everything builds. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Seems reasonable. Bulk, find and replace. That's fine. Good enough. All right. Build and run. Maybe. All right. So now if we tap this, and we tap edit, and we tap location. I don't know what this is. Not what I want. No, this is not what I want because this. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Fine. Move this up here. Assuming that Xcode wants to give us control of our computer again. Okay, well that's definitely something. I'm not sure it's what I want yet, but we're getting somewhere. Navigation, display mode, inline. Okay, that looks almost correct. And then if we type any words and then we hit a button, that still is not selectable. I'm so mad. Why is it not selectable, man? Do I need to make a tag? And then that should make it actually change. Oh, thank God. Okay. That was annoying. It was very annoying. Okay. I think we're somewhere though. I think we are on a path to understanding where things need to be. Waiting time. Hook location editor to barcode editor. All right, now what? We don't need to print the words "Where is my taco" anymore. Those, we know where our taco. Our long national nightmare is over. We know where our taco is. Okay. We're going to go back to staring at contacts more. Because what we had was when we added this, that just shows up. It just shows up in a tiny little list right there. That's fine. What about an address? Address just gives us like a big bulk of something, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, Fake Street. Springfield. Oregon. I don't know what that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that prints out a whole thing and has a little map by it. Ooh, maybe that's what we should do. Oops. Yep. Need that. Yeah, maybe that's what we do. On this page, we can just display it like that. That would look not too bad. That does involve changing the other thing that I said, but I think we can make that work. Nope. Precisely what I didn't want to do. Okay, so if we're in here, what the? So we do a search. We search for something. We tap that. Interestingly, okay, so I think, okay, yeah, this is a start here. When we tap something in here and we search and there's an item already selected, it stays selected when we come into here. I think what I want to have happen is if there is something already selected, that by default should be our location that's in our list. We should almost always show that. So let's go ahead and say if let, where's my taco? No, if let location existing selected location. I'm sorry. Where's my taco value? Locations. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted to type there. Equals existing selected location. So that gives us a default. Okay, why didn't that work? It's because we didn't actually have anything selected. So we have that selected now. Now we tap into here. It should still have it though. Yeah, now it should be working. Why didn't that work? So what we're saying is if when we pass this in, we have an existing value, we should set our locations by default to that. I know what the problem is. Hold on. If search text is empty equals false, locations equals, well, if search text is empty, if let, where's my taco? Locations, where's my taco? else locations equals empty array else locations. I turned on the debugger and now I'm paying the slow launch times, even though I figured it out without using the debugger. So now I can't search anything. There we go. So we have that. Now we tab it. Yeah, look, it's already in there. Okay, perfect. That's what I want. And then if I clear it, now we don't have anything. Exactly what I want. Sweet. Yellow, he's not invisible. Hey, Mono, how's it going? Yeah, you missed it earlier. I was trying to dress as yellow as possible. Okay, we have this. Now we have our view. I guess what I want to do next is... I don't know what I want to do next. I really don't know what I want to do next. I'm realizing this page is going to need something if you don't have values in them. This is kind of just ugly that there's nothing in here. That's a problem for the future. Missed most of a very important stream on locations things. You got to build locations later today. I mean, I'm not doing too much actually tied to locations at all. I'm not. I ended up throwing away all of my core location code so far. So I'm actually not doing that much. The only Apple location stuff that I'm currently doing is the address here. Oops. This is formatted using Apple's formatter thing. Other than that, I really haven't done anything yet. Mostly just built a bunch of UI. All you need to do is press a button to get the location once. Oh, well, that's easy. You have location button. You press this button and it gives you the location. And if you use location button, you don't even need to ask for permission. It's literally just if the user taps this button, you are automatically granted permission. And then yeah, CL location button is the UIKit version. In case you need that instead. As long as you can do a custom UI for it, I think you can customize it pretty easily, pretty well. I think the main thing that you can't do is you can't just like make it completely invisible. Because the product team will cry. I think there's at least several things that you can do to tweak it. And obviously this makes for a much better user experience because you don't have to like tap the button. Now that the users tap the button, now we have to ask them for permission. And then like if they deny permission, what do you do? Like all of that, just you have the one button, click it, it's done. Don't have to deal with anything else. You may be forced to have this icon in it. I think that may be something that you might have to deal with. I don't know. Configure the button to display an icon, a label, or both using the label style view modifier. If you include an icon, you can customize its appearance using the symbol variant modifier. But you can definitely change the colors and stuff. They've got like accent color here. But yeah, you might be a little bit out of luck on exactly what icon shows up. Yeah. Designer built a full sheet for permission requesting. Well, tell them they don't need to request permission. It's a lot better to just not request permission. The user can just like give it to you without it not being a problem. All right. Do I want to try? I want to try putting this text in here. You get the permission when they tap the button without any system confirmation. Yep, that's correct. Add this button to your SwiftUI user interface in situations when users may want to grant temporary access to the location data each time they use a particular feature of their app. The first time a user taps this button, Core Location asks the user to confirm that they're comfortable using this UL element. If the user agrees, the app receives temporary authorized in use. So the first time it is, yeah. No, it won't allow that. You actually cannot add them off. There's a new thing that they have called it, like inherits from like secure button, and it does a whole lot of very special stuff to not allow any sort of virtual tapping. Like it is very locked down. They have it for CL location. I think they have it. They've been working on more and more new things that do this. Location button is kind of like the most powerful one, but I think they also have one for like photos library stuff. But yeah, they have some pretty powerful buttons that are just like, oh yeah, they have it for contacts now to share a contact without doing anything. It's like Apple hates fun. Contact access button, yeah, right here. Anywho, what do I want to do? I'm fighting the answer being sign off. But that may honestly be the case. We're not yet storing. Okay, let's start writing down like what do we have left? Because I feel like we've got a UI for picking this thing. What we need to do is we need to store it. We need to... That's the main thing, is we need to store it. We need better UI for displaying the value. Maybe that's what we do. Yeah, maybe we fix this part here. We fix it back to the edit view. Or sorry, the view. But we don't necessarily store it yet. We'll call that good for tonight. How's that sound? All right, where is... So this is our location editor. This is not what I want. I want my barcode editor. Here, yeah, we have this barcode triggers section. See, this is where things are going to start falling apart. We need to pass in a location to here. Yeah. This now needs to know about a location. Selected location. Okay, so there's that. So now what we should be able to do, go into barcode triggers section. This is going to have this. And then this would be where we'd put our formatter, the same one that we had in list item. List item address text. See, now this one, I almost want just the string here. So I pasted this in entirely the wrong spot. If we have a selected location, I guess we really just want to return selected location dot, oh, sorry, thoroughfare, because Nutter had to be fancy. Otherwise, return none for now. We do need to go back and hard code that. Sorry, not hard code that. We need to do the opposite of hard coding that. And then, yeah, we don't need this formatter because we're not formatting it. It would be nice if CN postal address formatter had more than one style. It doesn't seem like it does. It seems like we have exactly one style, and it is mailing address. And that's it. That's all we have. That's fine. All right, let's go turn debug back off. We can have fast launches. But what we should see now is after we go edit this thing, you know what? I'm dumb. Hang on. That's a way better idea. Why don't we just do it like that? Yeah, there we go. Location Apple Park. Sweet. I think that's a much better idea. Okay. Yeah, we hit that. We go back to here. It says done. Sweet. I'm happy with this. I'm not happy that we launched in the simulator by accident, but I'm happy with the fact that it was working. Okay, so now, do we do the other thing with the maps? I don't know. Is the SwiftUI map stuff, is that iOS 18? It's definitely not iOS 14. They recently improved iOS map or SwiftUI maps. New map controls. I think, yeah, this was in WWDC 23. So that means we can use it because it's iOS 17. Really what I want is a map snapshot, which I think is also a thing. We have MK map snapshotter, but I want the SwiftUI version of this. I mean, I guess we could do the thing and just not have any view, but it feels like that's broken. Not quite what we want. Because I don't want to be able to move around. What we're trying to copy. Let's go back to that now. Trying to copy is this here. We have that UI there. You just want like a little tiny map. Tiny baby map. I think I'm not gonna do that tonight. I think I need to just move this code into the other thing. We'll call that good. Where's the other barcode triggers button? This should not be called barcode triggers button anymore. This should be called barcode triggers. How many things is that gonna break? A lot. That's okay. By a lot, I mean, okay, I was gonna say there better be more than that. Hey, thank you for the follow, Jabakliak. I think I got that pretty close to correct. All right, so this just needs to init selected location. Do we have a selected location here? Yeah, I guess we do. Code location. Well, see, because we're not passing this back. This is where things are a little bit tricky. Barcode details. Is that one state? Okay, this is a state. So we're putting that in our barcode edit. Barcode edit. Yeah, what if we made this a binding? And then we don't need this at all. Still kind of need that. But that's okay. Yeah, barcode edit, that goes here. Then we can update Methodical Madness when we're done with this. This should actually just work already. Because then we use that to update barcode view. Yeah, no, this should already just work. Let's try it out. Not on the simulator. Not on the simulator, I said. Not on the simulator. Not on the simulator. Quit the simulator. Nobody wants a simulator. Hey, look at that. It just worked. Perfect. I'm happy with it just working. Okay. I'm just trying to wonder, like, can we pass it one level up? One more level up. I don't want to try to do that tonight. We are, however, going to fix these text strings. We need localizable. The text to display when a given trigger is not set. Not set at all. We're just replacing the word none. And then, yeah, I think we made good progress tonight. We built out basically this whole UI. Well, okay. I say we made good progress tonight, and I say we built out basically the whole UI. All of the data is currently fake. We do need to fix that. But that's not a problem I'm going to deal with at all tonight, mostly because I don't know how to do it. Test flight time? I mean, that's on Apple. I submitted my first beta 1 tonight. And so, I'm honestly just waiting on them to approve the beta release. And then, yes, I will have an alpha version of this out, ready and available. Yeah, right now it says waiting for review. But when this is approved, I will post it in the Discord. So if you want access to this app, join the Discord. I will have a more public beta when I want to. I'll have a more public beta later. I think it's on the roadmap even. Yeah, beta period. So that's after more of this stuff happens. But like, I feel like the Discord is low traffic enough that people might play with the alpha and stuff, and they're understanding that, hey, this app is nowhere near complete. Whereas if I publish this to like Reds or something, then they're way more likely to be like, bro, what is this app? It sucks. It doesn't do anything. Our Discord's a lot better than that. Anyway, why can I not get my strings working? Not set subtitle. Strings? I tried that. Okay, never mind. Autocomplete just wasn't doing its thing. So that should build there, and then we're going to do the same thing up down here. As long as the barcodes work upside down. We'll find out. Right now, yeah, they only work with UPC/EAN barcodes. I don't know if Australia uses either of those. And then QR codes. So we will be adding more as time goes on, but that's all for later. Because yeah, the one thing I really need is Codabar. You've got a great beta strategy for me? Hit me. You do use that? Okay, cool. I mean, EAN is like literally European area network or something. So I wasn't sure if Australia had something completely different or not. I mean, UPC is in theory cheap Twitch viewers here linked to you. Perfect. Yeah, none. I literally am just looking for the word none here. And we have the word none. Perfect. Setting barcode stickers and placing them over the top of existing barcodes to download the app to scan this code. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna commit this, and nope, that's not how we do that. I'm gonna consider that good for tonight. Display formatted address in triggers sections. Boop. All right. Thank you all for watching. I will be back eventually. I don't know. Probably tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. But yeah, we'll see. And yeah, have a good rest of your week. Thanks for watching. Good night. Mono says, "Oh, wait, what are we owing about?" You could create a companion barcode creator website that deep links via your app too. I mean, I could, yeah. I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, thank you all for watching. We can have the rest of this discussion on the Discord. Have a great weekend. Or great, yeah. Have a great weekend, I say, on Monday.